adaptive horizons on how we can be able to mold resilience into prosperity amidst Africa's climate odyssey. As the changing climate narrative evolves, the essence of climate adaptation must transcend static solutions and move into dynamic ways in which sustainable socioeconomic opportunities are tapped. The reality of the African continent, which despite its minimal contribution to the global emissions, faces the brunt of climate adversity from across the continent. March 2019 cyclone Idai unleashed its fury on millions of people, underscoring the grim reality of climate vulnerabilities, impacting more than 1.5 million individuals and accentuating critical needs for robust adaptation frameworks that not only mitigate risk but boost our socio-economic resilience. The climate adaptation narrative in the world and in Africa should not merely be a reactive endeavor, but a proactive pursuit towards sustainable development. Investment in climate adaptation, which in the African continent today projected to be between 50 to 70 billion in the coming decades, means that we need to see this not just as an issue of financing alone, but also how socio-economic opportunities can be tapped. And one of the quintessential frameworks emerging from the African landscape is the incorporation of climate adaptation innovative solutions, spearheaded by the United Nations Environment Programme across the entire world and the continent, aiming to cultivate resilient systems through data-driven, nature-based solutions, combined with leveraging value addition through clean energy solutions in a continuum, and benefiting many informal actors and youth across the continent, and ensuring that our biodiversity is actually preserved. And also, the realm of early warning that is evolving, transcending beyond meteorological focus to encompass a broader spectrum of climate resilience, is important. Leveraging climate information to inform adaptation strategies in river basin development, in urban planning, in real livelihoods, exemplify a data-driven approach towards holistic climate resilience. It therefore means that the pathway towards adaptive resilience in the world and in Africa is a collective endeavor, necessitating the amalgamation of governmental will, of financial ingenuity, of technological innovation, and of community and youth engagement. The underpinning ethos is not merely to navigate the turbulent climate waters, but to harness these adversities, molding them into crucial socio-economic opportunities that can benefit communities and build their resilience. The essence of continuous monitoring, of continuous evaluating, and optimization of adaptation solutions embodies a dynamic adaptive framework we must all adopt. It fosters not just a resilient response to climate adversities, but unveils a realm of socio-economic opportunities, paving the way towards sustainable development amidst the ever-evolving climate narrative. It therefore means that this fluid adaptation narrative, resonating across countries and the horizon of countries, reflects a broader global ethos of transforming climate challenges into a tapestry of opportunities. It's a narrative that echoes across the African savannas and should resonate globally. It means that climate action and adaptation action must be leveraged as a socio-economic opportunities, as a business endeavor, to be able to then leverage the economic opportunities and the social dimensions as well as the business opportunities to inform investment planning and put in place the enabling policies that can then be able to move this forward. And this is very practical that some countries are already doing, but we need to bring this to the fore, using the data to inform policy, using the data to optimize the adaptation solution so that it can be viable and, of course, be optimized. Because at the end of the day, climate change is a moving target. What is viable today may not be viable tomorrow because the changing climate that is increasing, because the emissions have not been curtailed, and therefore continuously monitoring and leveraging the data to make informed decisions becomes important. Data therefore becomes king. Data therefore becomes everything. And this is what global environmental monitoring is all about. Providing an opportunity to forestall risk before it happens, but at the same time using that data to make informed decisions, to put actions in place, and leveraging also data for the actions that do exist to optimize and ensure that the vitality and the viability of that solution can be able to withstand the changing environmental challenges that are facing us today. And this is crucial because data is actually the antidote for solutions if leveraged to put enabling policies in place to drive incentives, especially physical incentives like tax breaks for those who are driving sustainable environmental solutions, to be able to make sustainable budgeting, which leveraging on UNEP's approach of sustainable budgeting approach to be able to drive environmental solutions that also are economic solutions, because the best economic policy is environmental policy. Thank you.